All right, so as a painter and doing this every day for the last 30 years, sometimes it can get monotonous. So when we get new colors in the shop, it kind of excites us because we're used to spraying the normal day-to-day colors that we've seen for many, many years. And to me, I've always thought it would be cool if some of the OEMs would start doing more of the custom colors, because you got something different. You're not just driving around in something that's been out for the last 30 to 40 years. So this is one of the new Chevrolets, and this is a really cool color. It's like a violet, and it's got a real crazy flop to it because it's got white in it, which is gonna change that color from doing that pink look up here where we've got the pearl to down here. It almost goes to a color without any pearl in it at all. So I think it is a good thing when these OEMs start to do these cool colors, because then you got something that you haven't seen on the road. And I think 46V was the one that really started it for everybody. They've seen how when you do something like that, you can actually sell more cars because people talk about it, they love the color, and it starts to spread. So I think if more of the OEMs start to do these custom colors, it's a good thing not only for sales, but it's a good thing for us in the shops that are tired of painting the old normal colors. So one thing I want to show you on this one is the coverage. You guys can see here on the lower section of the quarter panel, it is very see-through, and as we lift it up, you've got coverage on the outside. And this is what I've been running into on some of the OEMs. In some of the other videos, I told you guys about how the camera is struggling to pick up that color because it's seeing through the paint and it's picking up that ground coat. So if you are having trouble with your camera seeing some of the colors, what I've done in the past is mixed up my standard, sprayed a card, and 9 times out of 10, it was a good match. So don't always rely on that camera. It's having a hard time sometimes with these OEMs being light on paint. It's picking up that ground coat and it's gonna throw you off. So try out standard, and that way, if you spray standard, you're not wasting your time. At least you're gonna have standard in your deck, and you can always resort back to that when you're doing that color again to see, because a lot of the variants are gonna be lighter, coarser, finer, and you'll at least have ground zero with your standard spray out, so you're not wasting time. We'll see once we get into this one how that is gonna play out, but I like to shoot it, and then if I see I have a problem, I'll start out with standard. That way I have that in my library of my colors, and that way I could use it if I ever have that color come up again. All right, so I was walking over to the bathroom and I remembered that we actually had another one of these jobs that has been outside covered up that we brought back in the shop because we're waiting on the uniside, and this happens to be the same color as the one that we're gonna be shooting in this video. So that's what I was talking about. When you get your spray out cards and you get your library set up, you are gonna be able to use those again. So take the time when you get a new color like this one, get that spray out card made. That way when you get it again, you know what to use and you're not gonna have any trouble. So this one is the same thing on the left side of the vehicle. No coverage on that lower section, and then when you lift it up, you've got coverage. So that is gonna definitely play a part when you're doing a camera shot on these new colors like this. All right, you guys see we're still using that air duster from WOLFBOX. And if you didn't see the last video, we do have a giveaway going on right now. If you're watching this video, you can still get entered in to win. We're gonna be giving away 2 of the air dusters from WOLFBOX. This is a battery powered rechargeable air duster that has a lot of pressure. It blows really good. You guys see we use it around the shop, all over the place, because sometimes when you're in a body shop and you're not near an air hose, you're gonna need to get air, and I love having this thing on me. It comes in handy all the time. I have it attached to a gun holder that clips right on my waist, and then I'm able to work and keep it over there. When I need it, it's there. So if you didn't see the last video, go back, check out the last video, give it a thumbs up, and get entered in to win this beautiful tool from WOLFBOX. All right, so while we were prepping this one out, you seen I had my man George pull off the doors. Sometimes it's easier to get them prepped out while they're together, because when they're on the stands, sometimes it's hard to block them out because they do rock back and forth. One of the reasons we take off the doors or the fenders when we're doing these jobs is so that way we can get this sealed up nice and tight and not have any chance for overspray to blow in and then have a bad job. So with this one here, on the front edges of the doors, they have a gasket. So either way, we had to get the door off to take off that gasket. That way we don't get paint on it. And to me, at that point, you might as well pull both doors off. That way you can get a nice jam line over here. Once we get done clearing it, we'll pull this off and then hit bake. That way the edge lays down and you have a nicer jam. So we're ready to go. We're gonna get it cleaned up, and then we're gonna see what we have to do to get this color dialed in. We've got our shot, and on that one there, all we did was clean it because it is a new vehicle. If you have something older, you're gonna either wanna polish it or hit it with a compound to give the camera the best chances of reading it. You did see how we lifted it up and then we brought it back down. That way that camera can refocus every time that it takes a shot to give you the best chance of a good reading. So with these new colors like this, a lot of times they'll only have standard because they're so new. There isn't a lot out in the field for documentation. So hopefully we've got something. We'll go ahead and see what we've got now. All right, so we've got a 79 and is not in the green. So I think that this color is doing, like I told you guys, it's picking up the sealer, but we are gonna go to the details and see what we've got. They do have some service formulas in here, and they have standard. So the first one they're giving us is a service formula, which is a 79. It will allow us to adjust it, but the second one is a standard. So I think that this is doing what I told you guys in the beginning of the video. It's not giving us a good camera reading because it's picking up that sealer. We're gonna go ahead and mix up standard and see what we've got. All right, so we went ahead and sealed the card as well as the parts that we're gonna be sealing, because that's something that we're gonna do no matter what. But with the glasurit, you do not wanna put paint on before you have your color dialed in, because it is a 1.5 coat application and it is a very thick paint. So you just don't wanna put it on. So years ago when I used to do PPG, I would mix up some of the color and I may even apply a coat to the vehicle, then check my color. That way when I go in there the next time, all I have to do is one more coat and a control. That doesn't apply to the glasurit. So it is a 1.5 coat application. We did spray our card. And one other good feature about the glasurit, being it is a 1.5 coat application, when you're doing multiple colors, you don't need as many guns as you used to, because if I was going in here like I do on a day-to-day basis and I have 4 or 5 colors to spray, I don't have to have 5 guns in there, because you put your coat on and then you're done. You move over to the next color. You put your coat on and you're done. You're not going back in there multiple times, and you can get through the job a lot quicker, especially when you have multiple colors in the booth and you don't have to have a large variety of guns. So we're gonna let that card dry up. We're gonna clear it, we'll check it, and then we're gonna see if we need to tint it or if we can just go ahead and apply it to the vehicle. All right, so we cleared the card. And one thing, if you notice, when we did the base coat on the card, we sprayed it just like we are gonna be doing the vehicle. That is gonna be key. That way you know when you check that color, it's gonna be the same way that the parts are gonna be going back onto that vehicle. Especially with these tricky colors and the 3 stages, when you're doing them apart like we are here. I like doing them apart. I think it's a better, cleaner job. Yes, it is more entailed sometimes when you're spraying them. That way those panels match when they line up. But if you take all precautions, you're gonna have a nice outcome. So you've seen that color look good. And that's why I tell you to go with standard. Even though that camera picked us a service formula, if it's not giving you a good reading, why would you trust it and mix that first one? Start out at ground zero, start out with standard, and then if your color's not right, you could go back and try to see what else they have, but you at least have that starting point. And to me, I like having all the standards inside my color deck area. So we're gonna go ahead now and apply our base coat just like we did to the card, and we're gonna see how we can get this job to come all finished up. All right, so I'm happy with the outcome. That is a beautiful color. You can see the pearl, you can see how it flip-flops back and forth. But when you get some of these odd colors, sometimes that camera is not gonna see it the way that it should, and you're gonna have to resort back to doing the spray out card. And I like to start out with standard. That way you're not all over the place. Start at ground zero with standard. And then if you have a problem, you can go ahead and mix some of the surface formulas and maybe do some tinting. But I've seen in it now with the glasurit that cameras sometimes struggle, and the cameras have struggled through the years in all the systems that I've used. It's not just with the glasurit. That's why I know, let's start out with the spray out with standard. Something's off, it's not seeing it, it's picking up that ground coat. And you guys seen here that it was a perfect example of a color that was good, but it just was picking up that sealer and it was throwing off the reading. So start with standard. I think it'll help you guys out, and that is a beautiful color. So if any of the manufacturers are out there, I recommend getting some more of these cool custom colors that you guys are doing on these vehicles. I think you'll sell more of them, and it is enjoyable for us painters out there that have to repair them. So I hope you guys liked it. We'll see you guys on the next one.